announce them. Sometimes you have a discrepancy there, but I think both these guys have some pretty big fans in the crowd tonight. Leg kick starting off for Joseph Snyder.
Wow, and here comes Emerson. He is coming for blood here out of Knoxville, Tennessee, right down the road here, Matt. And then, of course, you got Mini Money there. Snyder out of the same camp as Josh Oxendine, so I think they all traveled together. So big crowd. Oh, and a nice left hand there by Snyder. It looks like a slip. And this looks like this is going to be heavy on the action, just like our last one.
Yeah, so far Emerson has landed a couple of good push kicks, but the action's been pretty even here in the first minute or so. Good body shot coming from Snyder on the right side.
Absolutely, I love it.
Man, Emerson really just lunges that punch out there.
Bringing the heat here is Mini Money. Love that nickname, by the way.
That's a good
when
one.
he told me that one, I said, that's good. That's good stuff.
It's hard to come up with a good one these days.
This is true.
You can't just go with Pitbull, you know.
And I've heard a lot of them. But Mini Money, I dig that one. Yeah.
Good right hook, finds its mark. The body shot's coming in a flurry from Mini Money Joseph Snyder.
Out of Art of Motion. He's got good motion here, man. He very fluid with his strikes, isn't he? Just the way he moves around. Kind of like that capoeira. It just keeps coming. Now a big rush here by Joseph Snyder, bringing the heat to Emerson. Now Emerson's bringing some of his own, using that length.
Yeah, and Emerson's not the one that looks like he likes to get pushed back. There's a slip from the kick. And Emerson really extends that range out there. You know, he really puts like those long teep kicks out there and those long punches, sort of leaving himself exposed for a counter, which is exactly
wow. He got about 4 consecutive body shots and then finishes up with a big right hand. What a combination by Snyder.
Snyder's countering very well.
He's fun.
Very good counters coming from Snyder. Punches finding their mark, and Emerson, you know, displaying some violence of his own, but I think Snyder's just sort of got that timing down to where he just slips out of the range of those long punches, those long kicks, and begins his flurry.
Yeah, I mean, he's basically overwhelming Emerson right now, and Emerson's not able to, like, stay on the outside and establish that jab and move around. Snyder's just bringing the heat, and it's tough to deal with a guy like that. It really is.
And when you have a height difference like this, it almost always turns into the same matchup, and that's, can tall guy keep short guy at his range? Can short guy get in on tall guy?
Yeah.
And so there's a chess match that's happening, and a lot of it has to do with footwork. It has to do with, you know, the crispness of your combinations. I think Emerson might be extending himself a little bit too much, which is giving Joseph Snyder the opportunity to really get inside and counter. I'd like to see a little more footwork, staying on the outside, maybe a little more angles with the jab. Emerson has the reach advantage, but just unable to use it as of yet.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, Emerson not establishing that jab. You know, basically when Snyder comes in, he has to be able to snap that jab out there and kind of stun him and keep him away, and he hasn't been able to do that yet. Snyder is dictating the action, and as long as he does that, could have a pretty easy night here.
Round 2 underway. Matt Tomlinson, Cyrus Fees, your broadcast team for the evening. Joseph Snyder, Devin Emerson, youth kickboxing featherweight matchup here at Showcase MMA 20.
Oh, and there Emerson with a big right hand. Now Emerson with a big hook. Emerson feeling himself right now.
Emerson has some snap on those shots, doesn't he?
Almost forgot that he was in a kickboxing bout there. He had great top position if he could have kept it.
Emerson's hands are a little bit lower.
Wow, and here comes Snyder once again. Emerson walking him down. He has to be aggressive. At the beginning of that round, that first 20 seconds, Emerson was super aggressive. He has to keep up that pace.
Emerson landed a good knee, it looked like, there as well. Yeah, I think that the leg kicks from Joseph Snyder are taking their toll. He's not checking them, and he's got that, as a taller guy, he sort of has that lead leg sticking out a little bit. It's just a target.
Yeah.
When you're looking for ways in, if you can chop the tree down, ooh, that knee landed. I tell you what, Cyrus Fees.
Yeah, I'll tell you, kickboxing is so fun because it always seems like it's, you give me some of yours, I'll give you some of mine, and it's that pendulum, always back and forth action. And we're seeing that out of this matchup. Snyder comes in, he throws 4 or 5, and then comes right back, does Emerson, and it's exciting to watch, and the crowd is having a blast out here tonight.
Good jab from Emerson. You know what? Emerson's got the long trunks on, but I'll bet you if you looked at that that left leg, that thing's probably getting a little red at this point in time.
Sure, yeah. Snyder doing a good job.
Ducking under the jab and delivering a right straight of his own. Snyder now pushing the action.
Yeah, I want to see Snyder a little bit more explosive right now. It just seems like he lost that pop that he had early on in round number 1.
All right, snaps are right in there before the bell rings. And the last few seconds of round 2 coming to a close.
Hey, another exciting round here at Showcase here as it's youth kickboxing. These guys have to be getting pretty close, though, to where it's not going to be youth anymore. Snyder and Emerson both looking very, very strong here as I believe we got one more grappling after that. Then we'll be getting into our MMA side of it. And keep in mind, folks, if you haven't gone on Action 247 and started placing bets yet, what are you waiting for? From what I understand, you can get money on our co-main event, which is the title fight, and on our main event, which is a title fight as well.
That's right.
Chandler Cole, Conway Beaudry. Beaudry coming on short notice here to take on Chandler Cole, who has been so incredible here with Showcase and pretty much everywhere that he's gone. But Beaudry has nothing to lose, man. And there's something about a guy that comes down, will take a fight at any notice that they always have that chance, right? They always have that puncher's chance. And this is a big dude, too. He probably has at least 4 to 5, maybe 6 inches on Chandler Cole. So if he can use that reach, it could be problematic. Keep in mind, go on Action 247, get your money in, put a bet down on our main event, Chandler Cole, Conway Beaudry, and then, of course, our flyweight title fight between Oxendine and Austin. And here we go with round number 3, third and final round. Matt, how you feeling about this one?
I feel like Joseph Snyder is probably edging just a little bit, but I'm not a judge. I'm glad I'm not a judge because Emerson has landed a couple of good shots of his own, but if I'm just dealing by volume, I don't have – wow.
Big knee. Big jumping knee. Now,
I don't think he landed that thing too flush. I think he maybe connected a little bit, but either way, a flying knee is a flying knee.
Are we getting a count? I don't think we're getting a count, though. It looked like it was a slip. I don't think they're going to give it a count. Wow. I mean, it looked pretty, right?
It did look very pretty.
I don't think he got much on it. I think it was the combination of the shot and him moving backwards, but
the knee to the head.
Oh, so that's
youth kickboxing rules. That was it. The flying knee is allowed as long as you strike the body, but no knees to the head.
Just a warning here, so no infraction, no point taken. So there we go.
Joseph Snyder continues with that lead leg kick to the lead leg of Devin Emerson, and I think that's really going to pay dividends for him when this judges scorecard. It's also helped him get in. I think Emerson needs to just kind of change it up a little bit and maybe reach into the bag of tricks. Oh, good combination right when I said that. Fires another counter left hook, finding his mark. Emerson. Snyder pressing the action again. Knee to the body, that hurt him.
Baby, here comes Emerson. He's got him hurt.
Emerson's got him in trouble.
And there's going to be a count.
Yeah. Wow, that's exactly what Emerson needed here in round 3. Jimmy Neely coming in to give the standing count to Joseph Snyder.
I mean, that could force a draw. Who knows? I mean, I think round 2, I think Emerson looked really, really strong in round 2. I think he could have taken that on a few scorecards. So that may have sealed the whole deal for him.
Oh, man, I tell you what, he felt that low kick right into the midsection. Emerson landed that. That'll suck the wind right out of you. Left punch lands for Emerson. Emerson now stalking his opponent down the cage, landing punches. This is bad for Snyder.
Snyder's hurt. Emerson goes up top, big right hand.
A 1 and a 2, landing. Bam! Emerson in complete control now here in round 3. What a change of events this has been.
No, absolutely, and that's why we love this, man. We saw it in our last big kickboxing fight as well. It went one way with the fighter, and then, big comeback here. And Emerson looking so strong here in this round, and I think round number 2 as well. I think he may have cinched up this fight, Matt.
With that knockdown he may have. I mean, wow.
We may end up with majority draw again. Who knows?
I wouldn't complain again either. As he didn't complain in the last one, I think I could see that. I would not complain. I mean, Emerson, I feel like, didn't really have his timing down in the first round, but certainly has in that one.
Well, that was a great fight, all 3 rounds. These 2 guys, under 18, able to bring this sort of heat. Once they hit 18, just imagine how good of fighters these guys are going to be. They're going to be a lot of fun.
I tell you what, they're bringing up some killers these days.
They absolutely are, man, just specimens. And now we will await our decision here as we wait for those scorecards to come around. Once again, guys, big pro MMA action coming up on the second half of this. We're about to hit an intermission. We got a few more fights, then we'll dig into our pro card as well. You get a little bit of everything here with Showcase, and that's why we love this promotion so much. And we want to thank everybody tuning in on Spectator Sports. It's so great to be here on Spectation Sports, They put this thing out there. Everybody's watching this. And keep in mind, this was really one of the first promotions, period, coming out of the pandemic that was able to put events on a consistent basis. And it's been a great partnership with Spectation, be able to put that out there for all you fight fans that were stuck at home. And now we got a decision, and we'll be back with that.
Yeah, my hat goes off to Casey Oxendine and the promotion team for sticking their neck out there a little bit here in the post-COVID era, and now just getting live events going back again. There's a lot of risk involved when you run these things. You don't always know what you're going to get. Been very, very happy with all the people that have tuned in at spectationsports.com and the people that bought their tickets and came to experience it live. There's so much more on the docket coming up for Showcase, including a fight in just 1 week in Greenville, South Carolina. You don't want to miss that.
So all three judges give it a 10-8 in the last round. Right. Okay, to the red one. So how do you win? That has two scorecards. Two scorecards have 29-28. Okay. Yeah, that's right. No, that makes sense, yeah. So it's a split decision. Yeah, okay, because mathematically it's a draw, though. It's a split. Yeah, it would be, because one of them didn't give it one and these two did. As long as both judges give a 10-8, 10-8, and the other one gives a 10-9, all three gave a 10-8. Yeah. He just had them win one of them. That makes sense. Okay. Yeah, you're right.
All right.
Said they were both the same.
I had the opportunity of eavesdropping a little bit between some of the judges trying to iron this one out. This one's tight. Whenever the judges spend more time trying to figure out what's going on, that means they're doing napkin math. This one's going to be close. Let's go to Cyrus Fees.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 hard-fought rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge 1 scores this fight 29-27, Emerson. Judge 2 scores it 28-28. And Judge 3 scores this fight 29-27 for Emerson. Your winner by split decision, Devin Emerson.